start with saying, you wouldn't believe what happened to me, but the truth is you would believe what happened to me. A lot of you understand the sort of things that I've overcome. So on August 17th, 1988, I made the single most important decision I would ever make in my life without even realizing that that's what I was doing. And what I did was, I chose to live. I got up off the floor, and let me set the scene here for you just a little bit. I was living in an apartment. I was getting evicted again. I weighed 117 pounds, soaking wet. My hair and my teeth were falling out. And I wanted to die. That was the most horrible part about it. I one night was laying there just praying for God to just take me out. I didn't want to wake up one more day. I felt in that moment like I was being filled with new breath. And I got up off the floor and I called my little brother Brooks. And he came and picked me up. And he took me to the hospital. And I remember sitting on the edge of my detox bed thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? Everything I'd known my whole life was now upside down. And as I crawled into my detox bed, the last thing I remember thinking was, thank God it's finally over. And that was 25 years ago, and I've never looked back. And the biggest challenge I had was just being aware that that's what was going on in my head. So being aware that I'm thinking negatively, acknowledging that that's what's going on, and then being willing to take action. And that's really the bottom line. Being willing to take action to start changing your life and turn those thoughts around. If you can see it, if you can make it a vision, you can do it. Dream big. Don't be afraid to dream big. What do you want? What do you love? The clock is ticking. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't want to waste one more minute worried about whether I'm good enough, worried if I'm smart enough. I want to ride whatever time I have left on this planet till the wheels fall off. Get a written plan. Write it down. How are you going to do it? What's that going to look like for you? With short and long-term goals. A clear plan. What can you do today? If you can't do it today, what can you do tomorrow? If you can't do it tomorrow, what can you do next week, next month, next year? Where are you going? A ship without a rudder is lost. What is the action that you're going to take to start fulfilling your plan? What is the action that you need to take? And even more important, who do you need to be? Who do you need to be? To be that person that's going to be able to fulfill your dream. Whatever it is you need to do for personal development, go do it. Be the best that you can be. So act. You're going to need to take action. The other piece of that is find like-minded people. If you have something to give it. If you have time, if you have expertise, if you have money, give it. What kind of a legacy do you want to leave? What kind of a legacy do you want to leave? I was sitting at my desk one day, and I was thinking about the lineage of women that I come from. My great-grandmother. My grandmother was raised in Unalakleet, Alaska. The Iditarod goes through there. Can't get any farther north, right? She had to boil ice to make water, and she was the second youngest of 8. And when she was 7 or 8 years old, her mother died of cancer, and she ended up in an orphanage in Paulsbo. And that's how my family came here. By the time she was 13, she was cooking on the tugboats. But the one thing I remember about my grandmother was that she always had an extra space at the table. Amazing woman, amazing woman. And then I started thinking about my mom. And I used to think, why are all these weird people always living with us? What's wrong with her? And for the first time, sitting behind my desk, I realized my mother never wanted someone to go without a hot meal. There was always a place at the table. And she always was the first to make sure that somebody had a roof over their head. So here I am, sitting behind my desk at West Sound Treatment Center, thinking about these women. And all of a sudden, in a flash, it occurs to me, oh my God, I'm a 3rd generation helper. It's in my DNA. How amazing, how wonderful. My 5-star success system is dream, plan, act, serve, and achieve. just around the corner. Your dreams are waiting for you. Stop talking about what you don't want and what you don't have, and start focusing all that energy and attention toward what you do want.